Hello, all of my beautiful angel seekers in Christ. It is your girl. I'm Unique, and I am back with another video. Believe me when I say I have missed you guys so much. I know that I have been busy with doing things on my own, but that is no excuse. That is no excuse. But I'm back, baby. 2021. Who's with me? Yes, we are blessed to be here. And today we are going to be talking about stimulus, the whole stimulus, and nothing but the stimulus. So help me, Lord, to give these people what they need to know about the stimulus checks. All right. So, with no further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it because I know y'all could care less about my intro. Plus, I'm debating whether or not I'm going to make a new intro for the new year because, I want that fresh feel whenever you guys come and kick it with your girl. Yes. Okay. So, stimulus checks. Okay, so the latest update was about, let's see. It was about 6 hours ago, roughly, per se. And I know you guys are wondering, like, all right, where is the stimulus? You see people or you hear about people who done got it around you, but you haven't received it yet. We are in the same group. And the reason for that is because their banks are trustworthy. They know that you're going to get it. They know that it's not fraud because they know everybody watches the news per se. So therefore, their banks kind of did it ahead of time. But if you are with a credit union or a bank that is more tight with their guidelines and rules and stuff like that, that is the reason why you have not received your stimulus check yet. Now, most likely, if you received your first stimulus check last year, then you should have no problems with that, okay? So if you got it by check in the mail, then you'll either get a check in the mail this time, or you'll get the EIP card in the mail, okay? So you'll be getting either or, unless you had put in your direct deposit information into, like, when you file your taxes, like your when you file your taxes, and then they ask for the personal information and da da da. Well, if you put that in before, I believe the date was November 15th, then you may be getting yours through direct deposit, and that's why it's taking so long for you to get it. Okay, but we're gonna move on to the more important information. So, when will the IRS send your second stimulus check, and why does January 15th cutoff matter? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. It says, here's everything we know today about the second stimulus check delivery timeline, including what will happen. By now, millions of people have already received their money. If you don't know how much money that you're supposed to be getting, it's supposed to be $600 per person. And that includes children if you claim them on your tax return for the 2019-20 year, okay? To kind of scroll and skip into this because I know y'all don't care about all the boring details with all the high polluted words and all that, because I don't either. It says, the stimulus bill stipulates a January 15th cutoff to send the second stimulus checks, which leaves just 17 days of a window from the first December 29th delivery to process potentially over 100 million payments. When your second stimulus check specifically will arrive has a lot to do with the IRS stratified payment groups, and that could create a different situation. Okay, we'll explain more about this cutoff and what happens if you don't receive your second stimulus check by then, or even your first payment, and how long you might have to wait to claim it. Here's how to track a paper stimulus check or EIP card to your mailbox, and here's what we know about a third stimulus check in 2021. That's where we at, 2021. Can I get a you know what I want to say. All right. Direct deposit payments starting on December 29th and will continue. Okay, on December 29th, the IRS announced it started making its initial direct deposit payments to bank accounts, with payments continuing into next week. The IRS said eligible individuals do not need to take any action to receive the second stimulus, and it will use the direct deposit information it has on file to make the payment. The IRS cautioned that some may see the direct deposit payments as pending or as provisional payments in their accounts before the official payment date of January 4th, 2021. Okay, so what that means is Monday, the 4th, is when we should receive said stimulus payments. Okay, but it may appear as pending in your account because, like I said, your bank has some guidelines, and then, hey, we cannot, we can't control how our banks act. If you don't like how your bank acts, I would suggest you either just deal with it or just move to another bank that doesn't have so many strict guidelines, potentially. I forgot. I'm not even gonna get into that. But anyway, so January 4th is what we are looking for. Fingers crossed. I am hoping, because like I said, I am one of those people who did not receive said stimulus payment. And so I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I checked it yesterday, wasn't there. I checked it today, wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Because, a little something moves a little bit on the weekend sometime. And I was hoping maybe, it had got close enough to that time to where it said, hey, well, we'll go ahead and let you have it since we know it's not fraud or anything like that. But let's go ahead and keep looking at what we have here. So we're gonna talk about the timeline. So the House passed the final bill on December 21st. Okay, so the Senate passed the bill on the 21st. President signed it on the 27th. The first deposit was issued on the 29th. The first paper checks were sent on the 30th. Okay. So if you did not know that the paper checks, if they were mailed or not, they did mail them on the 30th. That's when they started. And also for the EIP cards, those are in the mail as well as of December 30th. That does not mean that everybody has gotten theirs in there. It's just when they started, they trying to kick these things out to you. So, hey, let's get paid. You feel me? Recovery rebate credit. I have no idea what that is. So I'm not even going to lie to you and act all educated because I'm not. I don't know what that is. But I guess that's after filing your 2020 tax returns. So paper stimulus checks and EIP cards are in the mail. They won't all come at once, which is what I just stated. It says if the IRS doesn't have your current direct deposit information on file, it will send the payment as a check or EIP debit card in the mail. That began on December 30th, which is just what I just read on the chart. Here's how you can track your second stimulus check to your mailbox. Well, it's a link, so I'm not even gonna and let's see, how to check the status of your new stimulus payment. The IRS said it is updating its Get My Payment tool for the second round of payments and anticipates those who qualify for a check will be able to see the status of both the first and second stimulus if you have not received the first one in a few days after the portal is updated. The Get My Payment portal is available in English and Spanish, so there's no restrictions there. What is the story with the prepaid EIP debit cards? The IRS said that to speed up delivery of the payments, it will make some payments using an economic impact payment prepaid debit card, and noted that some people who received a paper check last time might receive a debit card this time, and some people who received the debit card last time will receive a paper check this time. The IRS warns that those who are eligible but don't receive a direct deposit should watch their mail for a check or EIP card. The debit card will arrive in a white envelope that displays the U.S. Department of Treasury seal, the IRS said. Now, let's talk about January 15th and why this matters so much. January 15th is the cutoff date in the $900 billion stimulus bill. After the middle of January, the IRS and U.S. Treasury must stop sending payments. If you don't receive your full second stimulus check money by January 15th, you will need to claim all or part of the missing amount when you file your federal tax return in 2021 through the recovery rebate credit. You'll also be able to claim any money the IRS still owes you from the first round of payments. People who receive their stimulus payment through the direct deposit are less likely to be affected, but there is potentially a distinct disadvantage for people who don't have direct deposit set up with the IRS. Tying the delivery of a second stimulus check to the 2020 tax return will almost certainly delay delivery for many people, since a wide variance in circumstances will cause some people to file taxes as early as January and others as late as April 15th, or even later if they need to request an extension. It also isn't clear how quickly the IRS will process the payment. Woo! I know that was a mouthful, but I was gonna mention to you about. Oh, can you close that door, please? Thank you. I was going to mention to you about the EIP and the checks. If you received it by a check the first time, then you may get it by the EIP card this time. And if you received it from the EIP card last time, then you will be getting the paper check this time. That's because I had already kind of read this prior to recording. Back to the facts. So January 15th is the cutoff date. Now, if you do not receive your second stimulus check by the 15th, do not worry. You can still file on your taxes, your tax returns, and it's recovery rebate credit. Okay, and that way you'll still be entitled to the money that they owe you from last year if you didn't receive your first one, or if you received your first one and you only received part of your second one and they still owe you, you'll still get that money with your taxes that you file. And hey, I am a person, I like my money in a lump sum. I don't like a little piece here and a little piece there. I like to get all my money at the same time so I can say, okay, this is what I'm working with and this is what I want to do. You feel me? So yeah, it's still not too late. Let's see. How long could it take to get my second stimulus check through the mail? I'll go ahead and read that because a part of me wants to know, okay? Since the new stimulus bill sets a January 15th deadline for the IRS to send out payments, people who will receive their second stimulus check in the mail, either as a paper check or a prepaid debit card, should look for a payment starting now through the first week of January. According to the IRS, according to the Treasury, 22% of the payments are of last summer were... Oh, sorry. According to the Treasury, 22% of the payments as of last summer were made by paper checks and another 3% by debit cards. However, after January 15th, you will have to claim any money the IRS owes you with your taxes filing in 2021. That could further delay your stimulus check since the timing will hinge on. Now, we're going to talk about when you file your 2020 taxes. The deadline could be April 15th unless you file for an extension. Y'all, I'm just going to tell you like this. If you have your last check stub or if you have, your W-4s, you need to go on up there and do what you got to do. That's the best way to go ahead and move forward because the IRS don't play. If you late on your stuff, then they're going to be late getting back to you. And whenever you do it, you need to file it right because you don't want them to kick it back to you and tell you, well, you didn't fill out form 41B or 1040A or all that type of stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, get somebody to help you because I don't know what I'm doing. So I go to, the tax places to get me right. But even then, they be slacking up on their stuff. And then sometimes they have to send me some stuff back. But like I said, we're trying to focus on the stimulus, and the best way to get your stimulus is to be patient. Wait until January 4th. If you do not receive it then yours must be in the mail, okay? Must be through a prepaid card or with the check. That's the facts. That's what I'm going based off of, and that's just how it is. So how long it takes the IRS to process your tax. Oh wait, we're not going into all that taxes. If there's any complications that arises, okay. So they still talking about taxes and all that, and we hoping for our money to be in direct deposit in our accounts when we wake up Monday morning, or per se in the middle of the night. Just saying, just saying. But anyway, okay. So we got that out the way. Your stimulus money for the IRS is typically yours to keep. Okay, I ain't trying to hear about all that. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is how, when we covered that, actions you could take to get info about your stimulus check. Okay, so I did a little digging myself. It's not a lot, but like I said, we trying to help each other get by since it's the weekend, and this is the best way to boost your confidence, because I was, kind of sad at one point. But anyway, so you can go to irs.gov/coronavirus. Okay. Once you do that, you can scroll down to check my payment status. Okay. And then once you go there, it will tell you what you need to know about said stimulus, because I had done a lot of reading myself. So I'm trying to pull it up myself so that I can kind of give you a little go-go juice as to what to look for. Okay, so once you go to irs.gov/coronavirus, then you will scroll down, and it just says coronavirus tax relief and economic impact payments. That's the EIP cards. It's economic impact payments. But you scroll down and it's under what I just said, economic impact payments. You click on check your payment status. And then you can look at the IRS and Treasury now delivering second rounds of payments. And it has a little thing, them little things you can click on. It says see press release. I don't know if you can see that, but you could just click right there. And it'll tell you more about what's going on with the government. And if you keep scrolling, you'll see check your payment status. It'll look like this. Oh, you can't really hardly see, can you? There we go. It'll look like that, but of course, facing frontward, okay? And it says, confirm that we sent you a second stimulus payment, and then confirm your payment type, whether it be direct deposit or mail, because that is what I was wondering for a long time. But of course, we can't get to it right now because the system is down for the use the Get My Payment tool. It is currently down because, like I said, they trying to get everybody their money, and they have a lot of different categories to go through to try to find everybody's personal information. And so hopefully whenever they get that back up and running, you'll be able to see where exactly your check is, or your EIP card. You'll be able to check and see, okay, where is it at? Where is it located? Where is it moving to? And how long will it take to get to me? That is what they're hoping to achieve through by this, the Get My Payment tool, once they get it back up and running. Like I said, they're overwhelmed. They got a lot of people. And this is just the best that they can do at this point. I say hire more people and stop focusing on computers to get the job done. I say, let us get on the front line and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Here go your money, here go your money, here go your money, here go your money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody work together and get our stuff done, you know what I'm saying? But let me make sure that that is all I have for you guys, because I don't want to cheat you guys. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. That is our stimulus talk for today. I hope that you found some of this information helpful. Oh, and if in case you were wondering where I got the information from on everything that I was reading to you earlier, it is basically google.com. Like, no joke. When you type in Google, it should pop up. Yeah. Well, it's a long thing. So let me type in Google and see what it do. because that's how I found it. Let me see. Okay, so second stimulus check update. Second stimulus check update. That is in my recent history. So that's what I did to find what I found for you guys. And once you click on that, it'll show on Google, it'll show like these little things here. And this one is from 1 day ago. This one is from 1 day ago. And those are the top stories. But I'm trying to find the one that was, oh, okay, hold on. I think I just found a new one. I could have swore what I had said was 6 hours ago, but this say 3 hours ago. Which second stimulus check payment groups are you in? Here's what it take. Here's why it makes a difference. I don't know why I can't read. I guess I'm too anxious. Why second stimulus check groups? Wait, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get it together. Okay. Focus, Jessica. Focus. I bet you like, you got glasses on and you still can't read? Look, I got high stigmatism. Do not judge me. I'm doing the best I can with what I have, all right? Okay. Which second stimulus check payment groups are you in? Here's why it makes a difference. Stimulus check payments are coming faster this time, but not everyone will get theirs at once, and some may have to wait weeks or even months. Here's what to know. I don't like that. We looking forward to Monday, so we ain't gonna. Okay, the IRS are already sending out the initial batch of second stimulus checks. The payments will continue for the next 13 days, but not everyone will qualify for more stimulus money. Let's see. Here's why some people may not get another check at all. Okay. Well, well, you know what? I'm letting it load. So, bad news. Not everyone will qualify for the second stimulus check, even if they got the first one. Most of the rules remain the same with the second stimulus check, but some people won't qualify. I wish they would just get to it. Will you get a second stimulus check? The IRS and U.S. Treasury are already calculating how much of the $600 stimulus money your families can get. That's right. The raise to $2,000 isn't going to happen this time around. In fact, the first wave of second stimulus checks has already started for the payments made through direct deposit, physical paper checks, and EIP cards. Here's how to track your stimulus payment in the mail. Okay, but although the second stimulus check qualifications have remained mostly the same, and in some cases have even expanded to include more people, there are still some who won't meet the requirements for a second stimulus payment. In some cases, that comes down to simply math. Yes, we'll explain. In others, the issue may be something else completely. Why are they not telling us what it is? We'll go over what could disqualify you from being eligible for the stimulus and how certain rules have changed. While you're here, make sure you know your stimulus rights and what happens with a possible third stimulus check. This story has been updated. Okay, that $600 per person maximum could work against you. I don't want to hear about that. But if you want to hear about it, let me know and I'll read it. But for right now, I'm trying to figure out who's going to qualify and who is not. Okay, so for example, if you're a single tax filer with no qualified child dependents and your adjusted gross income or AGI on your 2019 tax return is between $75,000 and $95,000, you would have received a portion of the first $1,200 max stimulus check, but at a maximum of $600 per adult, you would phase out of the second payment once you hit the $87,000 mark. Read up more in our second stimulus check calculator and try it for yourself. To determine your adjusted gross income located on your 2019 tax return, you'll find your AGI on line 8B of the 2019 1040 federal tax form. Okay. Dependents between the ages of 17 and 24 left out again. When the first round of stimulus checks was sent, millions of young Americans were excluded from receiving either money to contribute to their family check or a payment of their own. Those who were between the ages of 17 and 24 and who were also claimed as child dependents are in a kind of limbo due to the tax code definition of a child. So if you're 17 or older, you're not considered a child under the new plan of the first stimulus check, even if you still live at home. Although some lawmakers pushed to include dependents of any age, the $900 billion bill has kept the CARES Act definition from March, but increased the amount from $500 to $600 per qualified child. Note that even if you're not considered a child by stimulus check definitions, you also may not be deemed an adult who would receive their own stimulus check. Here's how to determine if you count as an adult or dependent for stimulus checks. Eligibility rules for people with non-resident alien status. If you're a non-resident alien, you would not be eligible for a second stimulus check. The government defines a non-resident alien as someone who has not passed the green card test or substantial presence test. Substantial presence test. Note that you didn't have to be a U.S. citizen to receive the first stimulus payment. Non-citizens must have a social security number and live and work in the U.S. to receive a stimulus check under the CARES Act. The $900 stimulus bill would make it possible for families with a non-citizen spouse to qualify for a second stimulus check, even if they themselves are issued a taxpayer identification number, ITIN, by the IRS and not a social security number. The Democrats' revised HEROES Act proposal from October 1st wanted to extend stimulus checks to a group of people who aren't U.S. citizens and pay U.S. taxes with an IRS potential ITIN. Non-residential aliens with U.S. citizen spouses could now qualify for a second check. The $900 billion stimulus bill allows non-U.S. citizens who have a U.S. citizen spouse to receive a second stimulus check as part of their household, a change from the first payment rule. Okay, let's see. Overdue child support. You won't be automatically disqualified this time. So that's good news. With the first stimulus check, if you owed child support payments by as much as $150, the government gave states the right to garnish the amount you needed to pay. For example, if you owed $2,000, your entire stimulus check would go to your child's other parent. If you owed $400, that amount would be taken out of your stimulus check. The rules surrounding the $600 stimulus check would let people in this group hold out the cash without their checks being garnished to pay overdue child support. The current law wouldn't block people in jail or prison from getting the stimulus check. Originally, people in jail and prison were deemed by the IRS to be eligible to receive a stimulus check, and then they would interpret ineligible. Then they were interpreted as ineligible. But a rule by a federal judge in California allows inmates to file for their first stimulus payment online by November 21st, noting that the CARES Act didn't explicitly ban this group. The IRS has appealed this decision but has sent paperwork to prisons for inmates. Right now, incarcerated people would be entitled to a second stimulus check. What if a family member died since I filed my 2019 federal tax return? The IRS sent almost 1.1 million payments totaling nearly 1.4 billion to deceased individuals, according to the U.S. Government Accountability Office, before asking for the money back. If someone has died since the previous tax filing, the IRS guidance with the first check is that families can't keep the money on their behalf. For example, if the deceased filed taxes jointly with a spouse, an exception may be if you received your spouse's Social Security survival benefits. With the second check, if your spouse died in 2020 and your AGI is less than 112,500 a year, you would be eligible for the full $600 amount. A precedent for this exists. Families were able to keep the stimulus check for the 2008 economic crisis in the event of death, according to the ProPublica. I think that's what it is, ProPublica, and CNBC. That is right. Right there, ProPublica. That. Okay. If you are still confused about whether you will be eligible for the next stimulus payment, here's who may qualify for a second stimulus check. Also, you may not get a second stimulus check if you move and forget to file a change of address. Plus, here's when the IRS could send the second check if approved. First published. Okay. Accepting to receive a stimulus check. Know your rights. We ain't trying to get into all that. The government will not tax your first and second stimulus check. Well, that's good to know. You aren't required to file taxes. Landlords or nursing homes can't take your stimulus money back. Okay, guys. Well, it's looking like we have covered all of the bases. I know that it was long sitting here watching me read all of this stuff, but I'm trying to get you guys in the know. If I find out something, I don't want to keep it all to myself, because I know we are all hurting for this money. We like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me get some of this dollar bills, yo. Yeah, so that's what I'm here for. But I'm going to wrap it up for today. If you have any questions or concerns, comments, something I can try to help you find out, please do not hesitate to comment down below, because I will answer your comments if you are true and sincere. Let's see. My word for today will be, for the love of money is the root of evil. So it's not money itself, okay? Don't get that twisted. It's not the money that's evil. I know a lot of people, they have a concerning about that, a concerned issue, because they say, oh, money evil. You can't love money. You can't love money. I'm not telling you to love money, because you're not supposed to love anything on this earth that much. You know, God comes first and foremost. You are not supposed to idolize anything on this earth, whether it be money, whether it be cars, clothes, houses, gems, diamonds, pearls, it don't matter. You are only supposed to love each other, okay? God comes first, you love him first, and then you love your family and friends and coworkers and people that you know, all that good stuff. But do not love money. I know we want this money and it's good to help us out while we down here, but that is not the sole purpose of us being on this earth. We are trying to get to the kingdom of heaven, so that is my word for today. Do not love this money, okay? Do not love this money. If you love this money, I'm going to find out where you at, and I'm going to tell you not to love it, because you're not supposed to love it, okay? Like I said, we all want the money, and the money can be helpful to us with bills and, you know, food, clothes, you know, shelter, your bills and all that. I get it. Trust me. I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you know what I'm saying? I could buy a whole bunch of stuff up. But you're supposed to, don't go trying to, I don't love money, okay? I do not love money. because my Heavenly Father told me not to, because I do not want to have evil rooted in me because I love something on this earth more than I love my Heavenly Father. No, not going to happen, because when we leave this earth, this money is not going to be there. This house, cars, clothes, shoes, even these doggone bifocals, ain't nothing. This passion twist, no, it's not going to heaven. No, these little, no, no, ain't none of this going to heaven. All right, it's your soul. That is what we are trying to replenish. That is what we are trying to focus on. Okay, so no, I do not love money because I do not want evil rooted in me. But like I said, it is helpful. It does help us out while we're here. The Lord knows that this is how the earth functions. So it is okay if you would prefer to figure out where this money is coming from, so it can help you to not be so stressed out at times. I get it. Trust me, I know. Okay. But like I said, that is my word for today. I don't mean to preach, because I know y'all got things y'all got to do. But hey, if you like kicking it with your girl, then go ahead and subscribe. Okay. Because I look forward to having you guys here. Go ahead and click the notification bell so that you can know anytime I figure out something that's going on with the stimulus. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know, okay? I'm not gonna hold out on you. No better than that. We trying to help each other make it, because we one of the ones that have not received the stimulus check. So yeah, so that's just what it is. All right, I love you guys so much, and don't forget to comment, even if it's just thank you for what you done, or I'm trying to break it down for all y'all. But I do love you guys with all of my heart, and I hope that I will see you guys in my next video. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful start to your next year, 2021. But hey, you know what I'm saying, I love you. Okay, not the money, but I love you. I'm just kidding. I do love you though. But I just wanted to tell you that I'm you know what? I'm finna cut the video off because I'm rambling. So yeah, hope y'all have a wonderful day. All right, love you and be blessed.